Proverbs 5. My son, be attentive to my wisdom, godly wisdom. Learn by actual and costly experience, and incline your ear to my understanding of what is becoming and prudent for you, that you may exercise proper discrimination and discretion, and your lips may guard and keep knowledge and the wise answer to temptation. For the lips of a loose woman drip honey as a honeycomb, and her mouth is smoother than oil. But in the end she is bitter as wormwood, sharp as a two-edged and devouring sword. Her feet go down to death. Her steps take hold of Sheol, Hades, the place of the dead. She loses sight of and walks not in the path of life. Her ways wind about aimlessly, and you cannot know them. Now therefore, my sons, listen to me, and depart not from the words of my mouth. Let your way in life be far from her, and come not near the door of her house. Avoid the very scenes of temptation, lest you give your honour to others, and your years to those without mercy. Lest strangers and false teachings take their fill of your strength and wealth, and your labours go to the house of an alien from God. And you groan and mourn when your end comes, when your flesh and body are consumed. And you say, how I hated instruction and discipline, and my heart despised reproof. I have not obeyed the voice of my teachers, nor submitted and consented to those who instructed me. The extent and boldness of my sin involved almost all evil in the estimation of the congregation and the community. Drink waters out of your own cistern of a pure marriage relationship, and fresh running waters out of your own well. Should your offspring be dispersed abroad as water brooks in the streets, confine yourself to your own wife. Let your children be for you alone, and not the children of strangers with you. Let your fountain of human life be blessed with the rewards of fidelity, and rejoice in the wife of your youth. Let her be as a loving hind and pleasant doe, tender, gentle, attractive. Let her bosom satisfy you at all times, and always be transported with delight in her love. Why should you, my son, be infatuated with a loose woman, embrace the bosom of an outsider, and go astray? For the ways of man are directly before the eyes of the Lord, and he who would have us live soberly, chastely, and godly carefully weighs all man's goings. His own iniquities shall ensnare the wicked man, and he shall be held with the cords of his sin. He will die for lack of discipline and instruction, and in the greatness of his folly he will go astray and be lost. Proverbs 6. My son, if you have become security for your neighbour, if you have given your pledge for a stranger or another, you are snared with the words of your lips. You are caught by the speech of your mouth. Do this now at once, and earnestly, my son, and deliver yourself, when you have put yourself into the power of your neighbour. Go, bestir and humble yourself, and beg your neighbour to pay his debt, and thereby release you. Give not unnecessary sleep to your eyes, nor slumber to your eyelids. Deliver yourself as a roe or gazelle from the hand of the hunter, and as a bird from the hand of the fowler. Go to the ant, you sluggard, consider her ways, and be wise, which, having no chief, overseer, or ruler, provides her food in the summer, and gathers her supplies in the harvest. How long will you sleep, O sluggard? When will you arise out of your sleep? Yet a little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to lie down and sleep. So will your poverty come like a robber, or one who travels with slowly but surely approaching steps, and your want like an armed man, making you helpless. A worthless person, a wicked man, is he who goes about with a perverse, contrary, wayward mouth. He winks with his eyes, he speaks by shuffling or tapping with his feet. He makes signs to mislead and deceive, and teaches with his fingers. Wilful and contrary in his heart, he devises trouble, vexation, and evil continually. He lets loose discord and sows it. Therefore upon him shall the crushing weight of calamity come suddenly. Suddenly shall he be broken, and that without remedy. These 6 things the Lord hates, indeed 7 are an abomination to him: a proud look, the spirit that makes one overestimate himself and underestimate others, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood, a heart that manufactures wicked thoughts and plans, feet that are swift in running to evil, a false witness who breathes out lies, even under oath, and he who sows discord among his brethren. My son, keep your father's God-given commandment, and forsake not the law of God your mother taught you. Bind them continually upon your heart, and tie them about your neck. When you go, they, the words of your parents' God, shall lead you. When you sleep, they shall keep you, and when you waken, they shall talk with you. For the commandment is a lamp, and the whole teaching of the law is light, and reproofs of discipline are the way of life, to keep you from the evil woman, from the flattery of the tongue of a loose woman. Lust not after her beauty in your heart, neither let her capture you with her eyelids. For on account of a harlot a man is brought to a piece of bread, and the adulteress stalks and snares, as with a hook, the precious life of a man. Can a man take fire in his bosom, and his clothes not be burned? Can one go upon hot coals, and his feet not be burned? So he who cohabits with his neighbour's wife will be tortured with evil consequences and just retribution. He who touches her shall not be innocent or go unpunished. Men, do not despise a thief if he steals to satisfy himself when he is hungry, but if he is found out, he must restore 7 times what he stole. He must give the whole substance of his house, if necessary, to meet his fine. But whoever commits adultery with a woman lacks heart and understanding, moral principle and prudence. He who does it is destroying his own life. Wounds and disgrace will he get, and his reproach will not be wiped away. For jealousy makes the wronged man furious. Therefore he will not spare in the day of vengeance upon the detected one. He will not consider any ransom offered to buy him off from demanding full punishment, neither will he be satisfied, though you offer him many gifts and bribes.